and welcome to Japanese Garden Bristol. Now in this video I'm going to create a miniature landscape. Now I have done one of these live and it was quite difficult, so what I'm going to do is do a totally different one to what I've done before. Now I've done two before and I showed you on my last videos. I'll show you them again in a minute. Now I wanted to create something a little bit different and add a few different little things just to experiment. Now what I've done, I've showed you how to do them in big pots if you've seen my live, and what I'm going to do is do it in this smaller pot. This smaller pot only costs £11. The size of this one is it's only 14 inches, 36 centimeters, so it's quite small, and I'd like to create something that's interesting in such a small pot. Now what I've gone and done is I've cut the sides out of it, as you can see. Okay, so I've trimmed around the sides with a Dremel type tool. Okay, now that's got a cutter on the end, and what I've done it quite easily, went around, I marked it with a marker and got the shape I wanted. So as you can see, it's further back than that side, so we've got a bit of a back here. Okay, now once I've done that, I wanted to find the rocks to go in there to create a two-tier level. Okay, so what I've done, so I've got some rocks that I want to use, and what we're going to do, we're going to place them in, but I'm going to use some cement on this because I want the rocks has got to stay there, and I'll need to secure them. So I'm going to show how I'm going to do that. I've got a mix of bonsai soil, and I've got a few other rocks I had floating around that I might use in with it as well. Now the main thing is the plant. Okay, so I've managed to find this in a garden centre, lovely little pine plant. I have taken a few little snips, took a few little branches out here and there, just so you can kind of see through it and see the main stem going up through. I think that looked great in this little landscape. Okay, the only thing I haven't got at the moment is moss, but I will go and find some moss and finish it off with that. Now what I'm going to use is some of this. Now I use this for small jobs, and it's good because it dries quick. It dries within it dries within minutes actually, but to be solid, a few hours and it's solid. So I'm going to be using this. I'm going to mix it up and show you what I'm going to do with this. Okay, so that's all I need to do this project, and hopefully it will look really interesting. So I'll get the stuff together. This I got a mix of water, so I'll go and mix this up, come back and show you how I'm going to put it together. Okay, so before I mix up the cement, what I'm going to do is different as well to this one, is I'm going to make a little pond. Okay, so what I've done, it's a cheesecake pot, really, a dessert pot that you can buy from a supermarket. Eat it, enjoy it, and then use the container. Okay, so what I've done is I'll show you what I do with this Dremel. What I do is, this is exactly the same as what I've done to cut this pot as well. Okay, so turn it on. All you do is light it off. Okay, there we go. That's what I do. I won't do it on camera because I need to concentrate and I don't want to chop my fingers off. So that's what I do. That's what I've done to get this. And then what I'm going to do is get some silicone. Okay, clear silicone. I'm going to dab a load of it on the bottom there to secure it to the pot. Okay. Now I don't want to put a bit more than that on there around the side so it don't wobble over. And there we go. Okay, so I'm going to place that kind of centre there. Okay, so you can see that there. Okay, so I want it around about that area, and I think that'll do absolutely great. Okay, so what I do is I add water to this pre-mixed cement. You've got to be careful with this because it goes hard really quick. You don't get much time, and your mixtures you've got to get kind of spot on. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed part 1 and you get something out of it. It'd be interesting to see part 2, so look out for part 2 and see how I get on with it. See you then.